Do you have a house that you're about to put on the market or list with an agent? Well, my name is James with HoustonHouseFlip, and I buy and flip properties all over Houston and surrounding areas. I want to take a couple minutes and give you some pointers that could possibly help sell your house quicker and maybe even for a little bit more money. And I call these tips the 5 Ps. That's plan, prepare, presentation, pricing, and propel. Okay, so plan. You want to have every aspect of this on paper as possible. Write it down. How long do you have to sell the house? Is it 3 months, 6 months? Who's going to upkeep the property? Things of that nature. Okay. Then you want to prepare. That means you want to get all your documents together. If there's, a payoff, you need to get that. There's a divorce, you need to get the divorce decree. If it's an inheritance property, you may or may not need, affidavits of heirship or wills or death certificates, things of that nature. Okay. You also want to, in preparation, you also want to call and interview some realtors. Have them come out, have them, do an evaluation of your property. And then you also want to get their game plan as far as how they're going to sell your property. What kind of marketing are they going to do? How many open houses are they going to do? How often are the open houses going to happen? Things of that nature. Okay, so once you're prepared, now you want to make your property presentable. Okay, you want to clean it up. You want to do some landscaping, spend a little bit of money, clean it up. If it's, cluttered, or if it's your closets are jam-packed, maybe take some of the stuff out of the closets, things of that nature. Make it, pretend you're going in to buy a house, or, one of your family members, or, someone of that nature. You want to make that house presentable to them as possible. You don't want them to, they're already going to be picky. They're already going to be pointing things out. You want to minimize that. So go ahead and, declutter, clean it up, make it real nice and pretty, give it some nice curb appeal. Okay. The next thing you want to work on, after you've planned, after you've prepared, you've got it, presentation ready to go, it's looking all nice and pretty, now you need to price it. You need to price it to sell. You need to look at the competition in the neighborhood. If there's any other actives, pending, sold comps, things like that. Your actives are going to be your competitors. So you need to get with your realtor, and you'll need to come up with a game plan and a price based on your competition. You want to sell your house, in most cases, you want to sell your house before your competition does, before they sell theirs. Now, it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes when they sell before you, it could be a comparable sale. It could actually help your value. But for the most part, my mentality when I sell a house is, by the time I list the property, if there's an active already, I want to sell before they do. And so I always make sure that my property is the best looking property in the neighborhood. Okay, so once you got it priced right, and another side note, there's also some more on pricing, some different things you can do with pricing. For example, have your price end in a 9. So if you're going to list at, instead of $250, list at $249.9, or something like that. There's some other tips. I've got them in the blog. Like, once again, I'll put it in the comments. So after you get the price, now you need to propel it out there into the market. Okay. You need to utilize your realtor, yourself. You'll need to utilize social media, the internet. There's your local realtors, your local MLS. There's, all types of social media. You want to utilize those. You can, there's times I've even heard of people sending out postcards to the whole neighborhood saying, hey, this house is for sale. Do you, know anybody who's looking to buy? You'd be surprised of how many people want their family or friends, to be living in their same neighborhood, or, same street, be their next door neighbor, be their neighbor across the street. So that's an idea. Send out, postcards to the neighborhood. You can also have your realtor a week before the property is supposed to go live on MLS. Have them send an email out to everybody in their office, or to every realtor that has sold properties in your neighborhood in the past few months. And give them an opportunity to bring a buyer to an exclusive showing before, you know, your first open house or before the property goes on MLS Live. So once again, just a short little recap: plan, prepare, presentation, pricing, and propel. Follow these, and this will increase your chances of selling your property faster and sometimes for even more money. For more information, more details on these 5 P's, click on the blog that once again I'm going to put in the comments. Or if you want me to come out and make you an offer on the property or give you some personal opinions, reach out to me at 832-534-2274, or you can fill out a short form on my website, HoustonHouseFlip.com. I hope this helps, and if you have a property you need to sell, I look forward to hearing from you soon.